Hello and welcome to Parker University. I'm William Morgan, president of Parker University. Parker University has been in Dallas, Texas since 1982. Currently we have 29 programs, but Parker University was founded on its flagship program, the Doctor of Chiropractic. Now that program is unique in the world. It was founded by our founder, Dr. Jim Parker, who was an expert in the business of chiropractic, the philosophy of chiropractic, and he had developed a series of principles that helped chiropractors succeed through many years, actually 67 years at this point. So Jim Parker had these principles that he developed to help us center ourselves. It's like our true north for us. Now, certainly we've changed as the science has changed over the years, but foundationally, we still believe in the basics of chiropractic, which is drug-free healing, where our goal is to remove all barriers to good health and allow the body to heal itself. Now, with that, we've also embraced a spirit of integration, where we want to be part of mainstream healthcare instead of an alternative. My background is I was the chiropractor at Walter Reed and Bethesda Naval Hospital for many years. Then from there, I also took care of the Naval Academy's football team, the White House, and the United States Capitol, where I took care of most of Congress and the Supreme Court as their chiropractor. Not being a medical practitioner in a medical clinic, but being a chiropractor providing care in an integrated setting so that the medical doctors, the chiropractors, the nurse practitioners all work together for the betterment of the patient. One of the things that we like to emphasize here at Parker University is we are patient-centered. It's not about what I believe. It's not about my philosophy. It's about what is best for that patient. And that's what you'll learn here. And while we really emphasize the chiropractic adjustment, and I truly want anybody who comes to my institution to be the best adjusters in the world, it all comes back to what is best for that patient. There are times you might make a referral to a medical doctor and receive plenty of referrals from them as well. One of the unique things about Parker also is when you enter the clinical setting, after leaving the classroom, we have 11 VA hospitals that you can choose to rotate through if there's space there. And those are scattered across the country. We also have a community-based internships where you can actually go out and work in other hospitals or in doctor's offices. As I said earlier, we had 29 different programs. Now, we recently added several master's degree programs, and for chiropractic students who can handle the course load and their grades are sufficient, we are giving scholarships for these various master's degrees. And the master's degrees includes an MBA, one in clinical neuroscience, one in just neuroscience, functional nutrition, and we're starting a new one, which is strength and human performance. So we want to give you an unfair advantage if you come to Parker, that you can possibly graduate with a DC and an MS that has been scholarshiped. So I want you to go out there and be the leaders in this profession and in healthcare for the next generation. Those are some of the things that we are offering to you. Now, Parker has just embarked on a bold new 5-year strategic plan. And this plan includes the modernization of the classroom, which was going to be done real quickly, the advancement of these new programs that we're developing that can be taken concurrently while you're in the chiropractic program. As I said, those master's degrees. We're also building 4 other clinics in this 5-year period, including our Synapse Center and more chiropractic clinics as well. Now, the Synapse Center is something that's unique. We're blending it's a integrated system in which chiropractors will work with other providers to provide that patient-centered care that Parker's all about. That we will go ahead and focus on their needs and their neurological needs, but it's also designed to attract very complicated neurological conditions onto our campus so that they can be seen by the chiropractic interns. We want to provide a unique experience, clinical experience, as well as a unique experience in the classroom. Most of my career, I've practiced in a hospital setting, and I've worked in 5 different hospitals and other clinical settings, and people ask me, well, why would a chiropractor want to work in a hospital? And the answer always is because that's where sick people are, and chiropractors treat sick people, and chiropractors treat hurt people. And some of the unique experiences that you'll see in a hospital setting are just fantastic. And as we're trying to expand our clinical internship so that you can see those complicated cases, I just recall some of the interesting cases that I've seen over the years. While I was working at Walter Reed, I was working there during the real dark period of the war, where we were getting lots of injuries coming through, hundreds of amputees coming through this clinic, and it was interesting to me to see how chiropractic could integrate into that hospital and provide care to these injured veterans, people with amputees and traumatic brain injuries, and how valuable it was, and how valuable it was to the medical providers who asked me in to consult with them. So one of the things I took care of at Walter Reed, of course, were TBIs. Patients would be around a blast that would take place, and shock waves would travel through the air. And as the shock waves would go through the brain, and some people wouldn't even feel an injury with this, but as the shock waves travel through the brain tissues, something called axonal shear takes place, where the axons actually break loose. And when this happens, the person might feel a little foggy, but it can last for years and years to come. So we had some unique diagnostic ability there, where we could actually, at Walter Reed that is, where we could actually see the breaks in communication. And with this, the person would have dead spots in the brain. But through our center there, we would use different stimulus to reactivate the brain. They would use smells and puzzles and different sensations, chiropractic adjustments, different things to reactivate the brain. There's this analogy of ants. Everybody's seen the lines of ants where they're moving up and down. And if we see something break that line of ants, the ants will be confused, but soon they will reorganize. It's that way in your nervous system too. If there's a disruption, if there's a traumatic brain injury, your body normally will reorganize it. It's part of your natural healing ability. So the brain's like that also, that if there's a disruption, the nervous system rather, normally if there's a disruption in your nervous system, your body will seek homeostasis. It will seek to adapt to that. So with these lesions, they can also do a workaround as well, reorganize a pathway around it. The problem happens if the lesion's too big or too significant, or if there's too much inflammation where you can't overcome this. That's where we would want to intervene and help that patient normalize their nervous system through various treatments. While we've created our own Synapse Human Performance Center here on campus, a prototype, we also have an aspirational goal to make another Synapse, a large Synapse, a world-class center of excellence in the treatment of neurological conditions. And we plan on putting that possibly here in Dallas, but we have other cities and other places around the world who are actually vying for this. Currently, we have people from around the world coming to our center for the unique brand of care that they can get at our Synapse Human Performance Center. Well, the new center, which we hope to have possibly here in Dallas, Fort Worth, will be much larger than our current clinic, a world-class clinical experience, treating complicated neurological conditions in a multidisciplinary setting, but also relying on the uniqueness of chiropractic and showing what the power that they have. One of the things I found when I was working at the hospital was the power of what we have to offer, our drug-free option for folks. And when you work on someone who's really sick, they get better. At Parker, we also value human performance, not just treating people who are sick, but enhancing athletic ability, enhancing human performance. So virtually every year there's a Chiro Games that takes place, and virtually every year we win that. We have a real strong tradition of competitiveness and enhanced athletic performance. In fact, we have a lot of student activities on campus that enhance this. We have strongman competitions, we have CrossFit or Parker Fit competitions, we have Ninja Warrior competitions periodically, keeping the student body active and engaged and providing that spirit of camaraderie, of togetherness. As part of our 5-year strategic plan too is to renovate this campus, which we're right in the middle of, and it'll actually be done very quickly. So what we're doing is adding more parking spots, adding more green spaces, trees, relaxing areas, more nature to our campus. We're also adding a series of sports courts as well. We have a Parker Fit gym, which is in a temporary location right now, but by July, it'll be in its new location in a very large, modern gym facility. This is being built currently right now. We've already ordered the equipment to outfit it, not just weight machines and equipment, but we're going to emphasize a lot of functional movement patterns. And we're going to have a beautiful indoor facility that's equipped with sleds and CrossFit type equipment and rogue equipment, ropes, our indoor climbing. We're also going to have a very modern, comfortable restrooms in there, saunas in there, and an outside component where the gym will have a gym outside as well, where people who want to exercise outside in the sun on the nice days that we have in Dallas can go and exercise there and do strongman, CrossFit, gymnastics, or whatever they would like to. In addition to these, we're also adding some sports courts, pickleball, basketball. We're probably going to put some sand volleyball in there too. All these are designed to enhance our athletic student body. And if you would like to have a virtual reality tour of our new gym, just go to the link or use this QR code and you can go to the site and actually take a tour of what that gym's going to look like. Jim Parker started Parker Seminars 67 years ago. And what happened was we would all go to chiropractic colleges to learn to be chiropractors, but we all went to a Jim Parker seminar to learn how to run your business. And after everybody who loved Dr. Jim actually asked him to go ahead and create his own college, which he did, with the hopes of creating not only the best clinicians, but also the best business minds in chiropractic. So that's our legacy, Parker Seminars. In fact, we would all buy our supplies from Jim Parker, who had these very innovative ways to do business. And he was just a man who just had a sense for business and for chiropractic and for patient communication. So every year we have several Parker seminars that we still put on. We just had one a few weeks ago that had 3,700 people at it. It was a great success, and we bring the best names in not just chiropractic, but in business and in sports, from Hollywood. We want to make sure it's a great experience, that we bring the family of chiropractic together under one roof. It really is chiropractic's homecoming. And we have a Las Vegas seminar every year. And then on campus, the students can experience a seminar right here on campus, where last year we had 2,300 people attend this. And what we want the students to do is stop thinking themselves as students, but think of themselves as doctors in training. So as you're coming here, and I always tell the students, watch what the doctors find interesting in the field. Watch what or listen to what questions they're asking. See which courses of the many tracks we have at these seminars they are flocking to. And it might get your mind moving onto what you should pay attention to in classroom. While chiropractic is not the right profession for everyone, and Parker University will not be the right university for those who even choose chiropractic. It's my hope that you find the right profession and that you find the right university, even if it's not Parker. We want you there at the right location. But if this is the right location for you, if this is the place that you feel the passion, if you see the desire to help your fellow man, to help humanity by putting your hands upon them and helping them to be healed, this is the place for you. If you come here, you'll experience our sense of Parker community and Parker pride and all the fun things we do. We have a great staff here, the best in chiropractic. We have the best student body in chiropractic. We have a research department that is currently performing 45 different protocols. We are vigorous in trying to create awesome chiropractors. I hope to see you soon.